Okay, welcome everybody to Basic Fantasy RPG. I'm your host, Saigan. We are going to be starting in on season 2 of the weird podcast thing that started so many years ago. Going to be picking up with actually running a module. This is the Morgan's Fort module that's available for free on the Basic Fantasy RPG website. It's by Chris Gonerman, and it's been almost never since I've actually run a campaign out of a module. I've run one shots out of modules before, so this is going to be a small learning experience for me. For the party, we have 5 members. So, Alan, how about you introduce yourself first? Tell us a little bit about the character that you're going to be playing.
Hello, I'm Alan. My character is Jean Keys. He is a legitimate locksmith for all intents and purposes. When he was 8, he dreamed of going on an adventure, finding long-lost treasures, yet sadly riches remained far beyond his reach. His family, sick of him laying about with his heads in the clouds, decided to bring him back down to earth with an apprenticeship. They sent him to apprentice under a master named Locke and trained him in the art of smithing, but unfortunately he was a sickly boy, and the heavier pieces of steel he was simply unable to lift. Locke, taking pity on him, decided to train him in the much more minor art of making iron implements. Locke swiftly discovered that the boy had talent for small precision work and taught him how to make various things like latches and nails. Just basic things. Eventually, Locke got old and died, so Jean Keys decided to take his name as his middle name. So he is Jean Locke Keys.
Thank you, Alan. Aura, would you like to tell us about your character?
I think you're muted.
No, I'm not. I just had an issue, technical difficulty. So I am Eliana Ilota. When she was born, it was nothing magical, no prophecy she must fulfill. Um, she she found learning to play about priests, taking a shit on a Sunday, quite boring. Her intelligence was being mediocre at best, barely excelling anything at strength, wisdom, or dexterity base, just barely squeezing by. Yeah, where she did succeed was her ability to take a hit and to charm others. And then everything takes a turn for the worst. Pretty much Eliana, people start seeing her as being, I guess, too involved in royal affairs. And so they slipped a little thing in her food one day, gets knocked out, wakes up, and everything has changed.
And this is where we meet her after she's been knocked out?
She's been around for a while. It's just like she's finally gotten to her travels trying to figure everything out now.
Okay.
Nice.
Oust,
Rough beginning.
do you have a backstory for your character?
Yes, he's a dwarf fighter.
Excellent.
Very full.
Self-explanatory.
That was detailed. I don't know how to follow that up.
Doc, it's a tough act to follow.
This is Dr. Orpheus. I am playing Brigadier Belafang, a elvish fighter magic user. He was exiled long ago from the elvish capital and has been living in the forest. He has a great mighty beard that only coincidentally resembles moss and tree sap.
Okay. Perry, would you like to introduce us to the character you're going to be playing?
How do? My name is Liffy Small Sprout. I am a druidic elf of the wood elves, strewn about all the forest areas here in the world. I am a strange young elf, however, because I am quite short, quite clumsy, and very strange. And I was always teased because I stood out so much, but I thought if I'm going to stand out, I'm going to do it on my own terms. So I decided to take on the very not dwarf practice of becoming a bard, and I decided to study the art of performance, song, and dance, which was up till then unheard of amongst the Wood Elves. But I quickly became revered in my community as an excellent storyteller, singer, and songwriter. Upon the day of my 110th birthday, I decided to enter the world of adventure, seeking inspiration from warriors, magic users, and sights unseen, and I vowed to become the greatest bard in the world.
Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
All right, so the campaign that we're going to be playing is it's called Morgan's Fort. The setting is a fort on the edge of civilization in the Western lands. The road from Morgan's Fort only extends a short bit to the south before civilization ends, and it's nothing but wildlands. And I'm going to go ahead and read directly from the book here. In search of wealth and adventure, your party has traveled to Morgan's Fort. This will be the four of you, Alan, Aura, Aust, and Orpheus. You've all known each other for a short period of time. You've formed a little adventuring party together. You've heard that Morgan's Fort is a great starting place to seek riches. And in search of that wealth and adventure, you've traveled to Morgan's Fort, a lonely stronghold on the fringe of civilization. You spend a few days there replenishing supplies, mending equipment, and seeking rumors of treasure. One evening at the Toothless Dragon Tavern, you come across a bard.
Well, what do you know? A bard.
It was the greatest song in the world, oh yeah, because I'm the greatest bird in the world, yeah. All right.
That's the greatest song I've ever heard.
Totally.
Quite the song.
It's just a tribute.
It's just a tribute. Oh yeah. Okay. I'd like to take things down a notch this evening for all you travelers, adventure seekers, and really anybody who would like to fill your pockets with some treasure. I have a tale for you. And it involves filling your pockets with gold. Come with me on a quest, and we'll get rich fast. Let me know if you're interested. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are we interested? I mean,
I will be at the bar having a drink. Cough.
So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with how D&D sometimes plays out, this is kind of an open role-play situation. If there's a way that you want to behave, anything specific you want to do in the tavern, any more information you want to know about the tavern, just communicate it to myself, the other players. If you want to interact with a character who's not being played by one of you, I will play their part. And you're really free to just discuss with each other as your characters what you'd like to do.
I don't think that bard was too terribly great, guys. To be fair. She seems
She
a bit
was-
off.
Treasure.
Yeah. I mean, I've always loved treasure, but I frequently find it's not so easy to get at.
But that bard made it sound so simple. It was in the song.
yes, but in my years, it's been quite a long journey. So, should we?
I've spent the past 20 years hoping for an adventure. Maybe we should go.
Doth my ears deceive me? Or have I been listening in on your conversation uninvited and overheard you say that you enjoy treasure and would like to go seek treasure, but don't trust me because you don't think I'm the greatest bard in the world? But that's okay.
Yeah,
Not everybody
treasure.
has an ear for music.
Mm, I mean, to be fair, I tend to prefer bards who are a little taller than you.
Well, I'm a sneaky bard, and and if you don't want my treasure, then I'll just go find some other adventurers.
I meant no offense.
Well, whatever.
I'm sure
just-
this short bard would make an
I'm a
excellent
little
burglar.
bit insulted, and I mean, I am willing to share with you some information, adventurers, about some treasure that I done here told of. But if you're not interested,
Yeah, we're interested.
I mean, I don't know. You
I am
look like
truly
you might
interested.
be
I am
adventurers.
and intrigued.
Maybe this just might be the beginning of your quest, but who knows? Maybe we'll just not go anywhere else tonight with this game.
Darling, I would suggest you just
Spoken like a
apologize to the
DM.
I
bar.
am terribly sorry.
That's bad. Anyways, sit down, shut up, and drink while I tell you about what's supposed to be going on tonight.
Yes. I sit down at the bar.
Okay.
I down a shot.
The bard proceeds to tell you of the old island fortress. It was built in ancient times by a people long forgotten, and now it lies in ruins. It's said to be home to both fearsome monsters and fabulous treasure. It's just a short journey south on the old road.
Well, I mean, if it's right nearby, we may as well go.
We're going to die if we go.
Well, if it's right nearby, I guess we might as well go. Never mind.
Oh.
We ready? I'm ready to
Yeah,
go. I've
yeah,
been
we
ready
can
to go
find-
for a week. I've been stuck in this pub for a week. Pay's not great. I'm ready for this adventure.
What? Is there any other alternative reason why you want to go?
Why I want to go there?
Yes, you.
I need an adventure. I'm running out of material. I need to be writing my songs. I can't write unless I explore, unless I have heroes to inspire me. I need a muse.
I say we go and inspire this bard, so she may sing many tales of my mighty beard.
I mean, I absolutely understand the lust for adventure. You know, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to.
and treasure.
Yes, yes. I was trying not to put too much emphasis on the treasure, though.
Right. Well, might I suggest we all settle in for the evening and start our adventure tomorrow, early in the morning.
Sounds fine by me.
All right.
I mean,
As I
I'm still
bid you
having.
all adieu. We shall meet here in the morrow.
Very well.
All right. You set out the next day. After a short journey south on the old road, you find the fortress. It lies on a small island a few hundred yards off the coast. Fortunately, there are a number of old boats on the shore, and you're quickly able to cross the water to begin exploring the ruins, where you find a stairway leading down into inky blackness. You light torches and descend, your spines tingling at the thought of the riches and the dangers that lie ahead. And I'm going to direct you. Okay, you should see grayed out area that just says Old Island Fortress Level 1. Did that not move over? It didn't move over. Hang on. Let me move you. There we go. Beautiful. Okay.
I am surrounded by inky blackness.
You are surrounded by inky blackness. That's okay. I can free this up.
Surrounded by twisty,
for
turny
you.
corridors, all alike.
Reveal
if only
areas.
I had practiced my song of light.
There you go.
Oh well,
There you go.
didn't think that one through.
I
That
have a
should
hooded
have-
lantern that I
Yeah,
light.
some of you may need to zoom out and pan up, but the first room has been revealed to you. And this is the entrance room. The room appears to be empty. The floor shows signs of substantial traffic between the stairs and the western hallway.
Intriguing. I say we avoid the traffic.
Do I see
can s-
anything of note?
I can see the
Nonsense.
horizon.
Clearly, if the traffic is to the west, that is where we will find the treasure.
There's nothing of
Okay.
interest, but there are 3 passageways. One extending north, one extending east, and one extending south. Those of you with dark vision are able to see that these passageways extend for a while. The northern one ends at a door after about 30 feet. The eastern one seems to reach an abrupt end or possibly turn, and the southern one seems to go on for a good while.
Ah, I
Just to
see. We've
minor
come in
point
from
the
the west.
orientation of
You came
the,
in from the west.
Those are our very own footsteps I have come across. Okay, brilliant. I'm glad we cleared that one up.
Well, there is a door here. Is there not? At the northern side?
There's a door at the end of the hallway at the northern side.
I would like to light my lantern, first of all. My hooded lantern.
Mhm.
And go down there and have a look at the door.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Doors.
What is this door? What is it made of? Made of wood?
I'll follow.
It's a
Oh,
good
yeah, we'll
plan.
follow.
Well, I'm trying to see what the door is made out of. If it's possible to, chop it down or inspect the lock, see if there's anything on the lock.
Bard, could
I'm a
you tell us a
locksmith after
joke?
all.
Can I tell a joke?
It's a well-constructed wooden door.
Relatively nondescript.
Why are hummingbirds
Gotcha.
called hummingbirds?
I would like to see if the door is locked.
They don't know the words.
The door doesn't seem to be locked.
Does the door
There's-
laugh?
You also note that there's no light shining through the keyhole. It is dark on the other side.
I open the door.
The door's going to kill us.
Okay, the door has been opened.
I take a few steps back.
Everyone's so
I stand boldly in front of the
paranoid. So paranoid.
doorway.
It's you.
Me? Why?
I'm not paranoid.
Have
I
we
opened
not
the
opened
door.
the door yet?
No,
Yeah,
you
you should
you
go first.
opened the door. Hang on. I
mean, I
have.
am the only person here with a
I've
shield,
never
so-
used Roll20 before. Please bear that in mind. Okay.
Nice.
The door swings open. A heavy long table and ornate chairs, badly deteriorated, occupy the center of this room. Discolored patches on the wall seem to indicate that many paintings once hung here.
Yeah, dining room.
It's already been ransacked. All the good stuff's gone.
Oh,
Not necessarily.
Well, the paintings, the culture, the art.
Yes, the culture and the art, but there might be something under the table. Let's have a
Well-
look.
like
Sure,
treasure.
look under the table, you mighty warrior.
I'm not a warrior. I'm a locksmith.
Okay. Look under the table.
Do
You
you
mighty
enter the
locksmith.
room?
Yes.
I enter the room.
Yes.
I stepped in. It was like everything's gone.
I walk into the room, yes.
I go in last.
I hold my shield up just in case.
Okay, so I heard 3 people say that they're entering the room. And then one person say I'm going in last, and I hold my shield up just in case. So I've got Alan, Orpheus, and Luffy entering the room.
Yes.
And me.
Everyone's in the room.
Elst
So-
is at the back.
Hiding behind our.
As you enter, what's your marching order when you go in?
It would be me, no, Perry said she charged in there. So it'd be Perry, then me.
And
I'm so
I go
exciting.
in third.
And
Okay,
then I'm
Perry,
fourth.
me, Alan, or Elst.
All right. As Perry or excuse me, what are your characters? As Luffy and Brigadier enter the room, the floor gives way and
Do it.
opens up.
Oh God.
No. I try to catch one if I can.
Okay,
I try to
hang
tumble out of the
on.
way.
Hang on.
How do you tumble out of the way of a disappearing
I just try to tumble. I'm an acrobat.
into the hole?
An extremely clumsy.
Out of the way of the hole. You are given a chance to get away from it. Let me check this real quick. All right, so it is a save versus death ray with your bonus. All right, so the bard went in first. So if you, in your chat window, if you type in /roll space d20, you will roll a d20.
Two.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I do
That does not bode well for much of anything.
Orpheus, could you please roll? Bregator, excuse me. All right, so Bregator.
Yes? I'm nervous.
No, you're fine.
I'm like, you pause. I'm
Hang
like,
on, I have
happening
to
me?
check it. There's tables I have to look at. I'm trying to play off of the standard rules instead of some of the ways I normally do it. All right,
Yeah.
so Bregator is able to dive out of the way, but the bard disappears down the hole.
Just gone.
Now who will sing tales of my mighty beard?
I was about to go through the door, and I take a few steps back.
Okay, Luffy, you take 10 damage from the fall.
That hurts. Where am I? Current. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow!
Everyone hears cursing coming from below. Luffy, the floor of this dark room is covered with damp patches of slime, and the air is filled with a repulsive odor.
Blech.
Ugh.
Can I use my night vision to see if there's any critters about?
Yes. Also, roll D100.
A D100, huh?
Yep.
39.
You now
All
have
right.
a fungal disease.
You see. It's worse.
Oh no!
You see in the corner a gray ooze on the wall, slowly sliding down onto the floor.
Oh,
Gross.
No. Ugh.
That's super gross. You guys, it's gross.
Ew.
Okay, we hear you.
I yell down and ask her how far she fell.
Enough to hurt.
Do we have rope?
Can you climb back up?
Wait, I think I do.
A great
have
many
rope.
of you have rope.
I
We all
have
have
rope.
rope.
I have
Some-
a pole.
Somebody
Use the
tie the
pole.
rope to the dwarf and throw the other end down so we can pull
I
Luffy
actually
back
have
up.
an iron spike. I drive one into the floor.
Well, if we
I
could
would rather tie it to the dwarf.
help get me out of here, that'd be super swell, y'all.
You could
Well,
tie the rope to the pole and then go dwarf fishing. Wait, the bard is a dwarf, right?
No,
the,
I'm an elf.
The
I'm
bard
just
is an
a tiny
exceptionally
little
short
elf.
elf.
A
Oh.
short elf.
I'm a short
Okay.
elf.
Whoever heard of such a thing? Anyway,
Nobody.
I throw a coil of rope down there, hold on to the other end, and give one of the ends to who else is up here with me?
Everybody
Orpheus.
else is up there.
Brigadier.
Oh, okay. So I motion for everybody to grab hold of the rope and to holler up.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
All right,
Let's do this.
you're able to successfully pull her up.
Alrighty. Well,
Really?
Yes.
well, yes, we're all pulling together.
Thanks, guys.
The bard also has drums.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
noticed.
That
I,
would
I thought the bard disappeared.
that was extra weight. We didn't.
I'm sorry, but you must not know a lot about my stringed instruments. They can double.
You would
as a
think those
drum.
drums would have
Also, I
broken your
have
fall.
0 weapons, so you guys should be ready for that.
Oh, that's not great. Okay. So I lean out slightly over the square there, and hold my lantern over it, trying to see as much over that pit as I can. What is that down there?
It's oozy. It's gray.
Ugh.
It's pretty gross. It smells bad.
Yeah, it looks filthy. Do you think that was a midden or something?
I think it might be slime of some sort. I heard of them.
Yeah. Is there a way to scooch around the edge of this pit?
Yes. Yeah, the pit is only about like 5 or 6 feet across, so it's pretty easy to move around it.
Alrighty, I'd like to
Goot.
scooch around the edge of that pit to the right.
I am no longer going first.
I move around to the left.
I
had
go
to
left.
learn that lesson.
And I am actively looking for anything that, looks awry. Because I do not want to die here.
Okay, so Alan, what was your character name again? Keys?
Jean Keys.
Jean
Yeah.
Keys. Jean and Jean and Luffy, please roll D100s.
Oh, God.
Wow. Shit.
78. It's
That's
bad.
not good.
It's not bad.
No, it's not good at all. It's really bad. We want to roll low.
Okay,
We
you're
wanna
all
roll low on D?
on
Yeah, I rolled-
D100s, yes. You want to
Oh.
roll low.
Oh, shit.
All right,
This is not good.
everybody moves into the room. What's the marching order again?
I decided to go last this time.
Uh,
you guys,
I
I
went
really
to
hurt.
the left of it at the same time that Alan went to the right. I don't know who was behind us.
2 or 3. We were either 2 or 3. I'll say I'm 3 for convenience sake.
Or do
I
you mean
break out of-
the order we
Convenience, not
entered the
yours.
room?
I get out of formation and get behind
Get behind. Get out.
Luffy. I get behind Luffy.
You get behind Luffy.
Come on, man. What are you even supposed to be right now? I am defenseless.
As
He's
the
rear guard.
As the
Yes.
dwarf and the bard are fighting.
I'm keeping you safe from behind.
You suddenly hear a loud buzzing noise, an insect-style buzzing noise coming from the south. Both the bard and the dwarf hear it at the same time and look up in time to see a sturge slam into the dwarf.
What's a sturge?
A sturge, I will show you a picture. Oh, and he sucks. the sturge face plants into the dwarf and bounces off of him and rolls into the large room where everyone else is. A sturge is a large do I share that with you guys?
Bug.
It's a giant bat-like mosquito. That's about 4 feet long. Show to everyone.
Nice.
Yeah,
bad.
Perfect. Is it a magical creature?
that's terrifying.
Yes, and
you said it had fallen on the ground
it
inside the room, right?
fell to the ground. It's lost its move. I want everybody to roll a d6 for me
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Did you answer my question?
about it being a magical creature.
Is it a magical creature?
I don't believe so. Hang on.
What do I type? What do I type to roll?
Slash
R
roll.
space D6.
Yep. Slash roll space d6, or I guess slash.
100. D. Insert name here.
Yeah.
Roll D2. Oh, you mean flip a coin?
Exactly. That's the one. Okay. Hang on. I have to look up Sturge.
Huh. This coin has 2 heads. How about that?
Hold on, I'm having issues with rolling.
No, yours came out. You got a 3. Oh wait, no, it says rolling d6.
So do slash R. Here, I'll type in Discord.
Yeah, just
Type
copy that and paste that in, and it'll roll for
Nope.
you.
Don't copy it because I put a space because I didn't know if Discord would do something with the
There you go.
slash.
I put it in there. Remove the period at the start. Add the number where the number sign is.
It is
There's
not a magical
also-
creature.
Oh, I've been waiting for this for all day. All right, here we go.
Yeah, the 6.
Come, little Sturgy, I'll take
You need to roll.
away.
You need to roll.
Why do I have to roll? I'm just a singer.
She just.
You still, everybody needs to know
When
who
am I rolling?
a d6.
Thank you. Okay, fine.
All right. Eliana, it's your turn in combat. What would you like to do?
Whatever.
Oh, okay, so what's going on with the Sturge right now? So it's on the ground?
It tried to attack Oust. And it bounced harmlessly off of his armor and rolled into the room between all of you.
Okay. I'm going to try to hide.
Nice.
Okay.
It's laying on the ground.
She's like, I'm out. That's a giant bug.
Okay,
All
so I'm gonna
right.
take all right, so I'm gonna use some of my movement to get to the Sturge. I don't know where I'm at. I'm gonna take my little maul and be like, all right, bye-bye, buggy.
Okay, so you're attacking the Sturge then?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're gonna roll a d20. Nice.
Oh gosh.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry. What are you about to do right now? I'm confused.
Mash it.
Why are you gonna
Mash
smash it?
that.
Make buggy stew.
But
I'm gonna need.
Attacked us.
It attacked us.
but
It attacked us.
it's just an innocent creature.
Okay, now roll a d8.
Look at that thing. Does it look innocent?
Yes.
You've
It
successfully
looks like
hit it with
small
that
village
roll.
Children.
Not that bad.
You needed to beat a 13. You rolled maximum damage, and the elven cleric runs up to the Sturge, smashes it with a mace, and bug bat bits just go flying around the room.
Well, there
You
goes my
try.
only defensive option I've had for the entire trip. Damn it.
Oh, were
Thanks
you
a
trying to
lot.
enthrall it?
Yes, I could have used him as my fun little mouse eater thing.
You should have told.
Protection.
Why didn't you
Shield.
tell us?
I tried to tell you, she moved so fast. Everything was happening so quickly. I barely had time
Well,
to think.
This cleric is clearly a seasoned warrior. You need to react faster.
Clearly.
I'm sorry.
I
I
mean, I
was
guess
not.
that's good.
Wait, the buggy's dead?
The bug's
I thi-
dead.
That is
An
It's
understatement.
definitely
You
good.
one-shot the bug.
I'm
You
excited.
exterminated with extreme prejudice.
So just for future reference, yeah. I need a animal friend. Or I'm going to die.
Well, did you really want a 4-foot tall mosquito
Yeah. That thing
that
is
can
awesome.
on it.
suck your own blood and leave?
I
That thing
use
is
my
awesome.
glass bottle and I scrape up some of the sticky ichor into my bottle.
Ugh.
What the hell, man?
Orpheus, don't do
Gross.
that.
Perk.
There's one in
Dude.
every group, and I've never understood why.
Okay.
Are you not paying attention? You know why I want sticky
for
ichor.
later.
This is why I'm a vegan.
You
Better
know
God,
why I
don't-
want sticky
Don't
ichor.
do that. It's
I look at the
nasty.
guy scooping bug guts into his jar and I go, "Oh my god!"
And then I start helping him. And I start helping Better God. Just get the bug guts up.
Are you saving that to eat for later?
I vomit.
No.
Perk.
No, I am saving it for reasons not related to beards.
Make sure
Carry
you
on.
taste it on like a patch of skin so you don't have acid.
Ew, what's holding your beard on your face?
What do
I
you mean?
think
It
it's
grew
just-
here.
I think
Huh.
it's just plain filth. Ugh.
Nonsense. This is my mighty beard.
I just shake
The
my head
envy
and
of
continue looking
men and
around.
dwarves everywhere.
I just shake my head and continue looking around.
Okay.
There is
There's
a table in here.
there's not much left in the room. It's been pretty thoroughly ransacked already. There are doors to the west, north, and east.
I examine the eastern door.
I examine west.
I examine north for lack of a better choice.
They're all similar wooden doors to the ones that you guys entered the room from. Nothing
They're all
interesting
oddly
about
similar.
them.
I gently jiggle the
It's
lock.
almost as if they were manufactured by the same guy.
I'm gonna try to kick down my door.
Wow, look at the cleric getting bold
I
here.
try to see if my door is locked.
Next roll's gonna be a 1.
I'm with
You
the
are going to
cleric.
break your foot.
I'm staying.
Jean,
Try to-
your door is
Even try
unlocked.
to-
Eliana, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Not even checking to see if the door is locked, just kicking it down.
An 8.
You fail to kick in the door. You just make a resounding thump.
I just
I
put my
look
foot
over
up.
my shoulder at Eliana and I'm like, "What? Why?"
I'm
I
bored.
look
What
around
else can
the
we
door
do?
jam
You
and the
have a
keyhole for
locksmith.
obvious signs of light from the other side.
There are no signs. Wait, which door are you looking at?
East.
The eastern door? No, there's no signs of light coming from the other side.
I try the lock.
It is unlocked.
I open the door and step through.
Okay, and
I'm going last.
I'll go in the middle.
I don't open my door. I just run over to them. I
You
follow
see-
up in third place.
a hallway with a door at the end and a turn south.
Sure would be nice if we had a way of checking for traps, wouldn't it, lads? And
I take
Mrs.
a piece of chalk out of my bag and I throw it down the hall, see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Well, I mean, I tried.
It's a useless piece of.
What race is Jean?
Human.
Human? Okay. Just curious.
Yeah.
I slowly proceed down the hall, checking the walls for hidden doorways.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d100. You don't find anything. You note as you get further down the hallway that the door at the end is a bit more haggard than the earlier ones. It's been very mishandled, not cared for, probably used on a regular basis. There's a lot of cracks in it, and there's candlelight coming from the other side.
ooh, spooky.
I peer through the cracks.
Roll roll me another D100, please.
Oh,
What the fuck?
you
You-
get dust in your eye.
You trip and face plant into the door, eyes level with one of the cracks, and you see eyes peering back at you, and a horrible screech coming from the other side.
I step behind the dwarf.
I back up.
What did you see?
What was it?
All I saw were eyes.
You hear screeching and cackling and angry nails clattering around on the floor from the other side of the door.
Can I hear these things?
Yes, everybody can hear them.
How deep
Well.
does my knowledge of animals go?
Everybody here is pretty familiar with the noise. You've stumbled on a kobold lair.
Ah,
Kobolds. Those are humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
One of the few languages I do not know.
Let's.
Does
not
anybody
go
speak
annoy the
Koboldish?
I mean, do I?
I barely fucking speak common.
Did you pick it?
I said many others because I'm you weren't paying attention to me when I made my.
I'm sorry, I did not.
Kobold, motherfucker, do you speak?
I do not, alas.
Well, that rules out negotiation. To arms! I
I'd
kick down the
rather
door.
Not. We don't have to open the door.
It saw
We
us!
It
knows we're
saw-
here.
What if
You
it
need a
saw us?
date.
Never fight a kobold on its terms.
How do you
That's
know
why
that
we're
the
getting the
kobold-
advantage here, by surprising it by kicking the door into
What
its
makes
face.
you think it doesn't have a trap?
Do you
on
want
the
me
other
to
side
kick
of the
down the
door?
door?
It
was-
already
Don't
knew
it
we
was-
were here.
It's right on the other side of the door, with its face there, looking at us. So if I kick
You
the
guys,
door, I'm
if
going to
we
hit it
keep
in the
standing
face.
here in the hallway arguing about it, we are definitely going
I
to
kick
be
down the
attracting
door.
some
I
attention.
start
Oh,
backing up.
God.
As you
I
kick
thought
down
you
the
were-
door, the wall to the north of you opens, and a group of kobolds jump out.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're all behind me.
No.
I have 4 meat
What do
shields
you?
behind me.
What do you know? Kicking down the door was a bad idea.
That's a horrible idea.
They were there. They were waiting for us to do anything.
I
They would have
told
come
them
through whether I
back
kicked the
into
door or
the
not.
hallway.
Or they would have
Towards
just
the room we
stayed
were
on
in
the other
before.
side and waited to ambush you.
Yeah, I
I
was
followed
backing
me.
up, by the way.
I'm just gonna tumble every time something happens and hope it works one of these times.
Okay, I need everybody to roll me a d6.
Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm hearing a lot of unhappy noises. I haven't looked up from my notes yet.
I got a 5. I'm feeling pretty good.
I got
Eliana's doing pretty good.
us is not doing great.
I'm just lucky again that one on that door kick.
Don't tell him.
Elion
you're
is
not
going to
Aaron.
brain 3 kobolds with
Not
a single
doing
swing. Come on.
I am
No,
not
no.
a fighter. I
Not
have 3
today.
health. I have
I have
3
7 health. I am not fighting a kobold today.
I only have
very
1
weak.
health more than you.
All right,
I have-
Eliana,
Oh no.
you go first. There are 2 kobolds coming from the north wall behind you, and then there's 1 kobold behind the door that just got kicked in.
Oh man, I just looked them up. They are horrifying.
Oh, have you not seen a kobold before?
Nope.
Yep, they're
No,
awful.
neither have I.
I have
We
a
still have the sturge
I have a
here.
picture for you actually. The Sturge? Oh, you can close that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
no,
up
I
to
mean,
you.
why is it still up here under characters?
Hmm? Oh, that's
It's-
where I have their character information.
Oh, and that's where I am apparently? Question mark.
Hang on. Can
I-
can I unshow this to players?
No, you just showed it again.
I just showed it again. In players' journals. Okay, there. I can remove it. Ha.
Yay!
Okay, so kobolds look like this fellow.
Aw.
He's not
If he weren't a
scary.
humanoid, I'd probably want one.
So they're only about 2 to 2.5 feet tall.
He looks so cute with a
I'm
long sword
taller
embedded
than
in his
this
skull.
little fella.
He just wants some neck
That
scratches.
doesn't happen that often.
They all have spears and they're trying to murder you.
Yeah.
So, what's Eliana doing?
Eliana, it's your turn.
Yep. So I would the kobolds possibly get attack of opportunity if I try to run away?
You don't know that.
Okay.
Which way would you
Alright.
try and run? Would you try and run west past them, or would you try and run south down the hall that hasn't been explored yet?
Probably down the hall that hasn't been explored.
Okay, would you like to run?
I like to use all of my movement to get through that other door.
Oh, do you want to head down the hallway?
Hold on, let me think. I'm trying to think of the best course of action. I want to give myself a little bit of distance, but not get out of the room,
Okay, so
and that will be my turn.
which
Sorry.
So you want to go into the room that they came out of, that they're coming out of?
So you
Yeah,
either
I
have
think
to
it
go
myself-
past the ones that came out of the hall, or you can go into the room where the other one is, or you can head down the hall that you guys haven't checked yet. That's
I mean,
south of
honestly,
you.
you could probably just shove your way through the one that's coming out of the room.
Okay, let's shove myself through the room with the other kobold, with the one with the door that got kicked in.
Okay, so you're just trying to shove past him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's do that.
go ahead and roll me a d20.
11.
All right, you are not able to force him out of the way. He blocks the door with his spear and snarls in your face.
He's 2
Okay.
feet tall.
He has a
I'm
spear.
5'11".
He has a
I can
big
kick that little
stick.
He
guy.
has
Wow,
a
you are a tall elf.
he has his spear.
He has a big stick. You gotta admit that.
All right,
Can I hit him with my?
Brigadier, it's your turn.
I stab at the chest of the kobold that I just kicked the door into his face.
Okay, roll me a d20, please.
Nice.
Excellent, and roll me a d8.
Oh, that's less excellent.
These guys are weak. So that was one of the ones that came out of the wall.
No, that was the one to the east.
Okay,
The one that was staring at
Through
me
the
through the
door.
door.
okay, so the one that just blocked Elian then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run him through, and he collapses onto your sword before sliding off.
Ha ha ha.
Good job.
All right, one of the two kobolds that jumped out, though. Dives through the group trying to stab at Eliana. And trips.
And what?
Trips.
Oh, dear.
Wow, the string of luck for Eliana continues. And our horribly incompetent enemies.
All right, Keys,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Well, since there's a kobold sitting on the floor, I might as well take my short sword to it.
Roll d20.
Oh, I could not hear.
You're not even able to get it out of the sheath. You just fumble it completely. Luffy, it's your turn.
You can
I
hear
start
me cursing.
Playing my Ballad of Defense while scooting backwards a little bit.
Excellent. So that gives what? Everybody a +1 or a +2 to the armor class?
+1.
Okay. So everyone's got a +1 to their defenses thanks to this beautiful beat.
I dance to the ballad.
All right. The other kobold that appeared in the north wall is attacking. And it's going straight for Oust.
Great. Yeah.
Screeching horribly and stabbing at you with a spear. Rolled a
I pull out my
13.
sword and attack it.
So you have to wait for the kobold's
Yeah,
turn to finish.
it'll be your turn momentarily.
Actually, it'll be Alan's turn first.
No, I've
oh
already
no,
gone.
Alan.
Nope,
Yeah,
Alan
you
just went.
I will
I
be right back.
I have a list in front of me. All right. Well, thanks to that sweet beat, you were able to dance out of the way. And it's your turn if you'd like to return any favors, Oust.
Yeah, I pull out my sword and attack it.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me, please. Excellent. And roll me a d8.
You keep breaking up.
That's because of your drum.
But I have to keep playing the entire time battle goes
Good
on.
job,
or else they
Elf.
drop.
Well, dial back the drum. Okay, you cleave the kobold clean in two, leaving just the one that had tripped over Eliana when trying to get to her. Eliana, it's your turn again.
All right, I'm gonna play whack-a-mole on that kobold.
Excellent. Roll me a d20. You're not very good at
3.
whack-a-mole. Brigadier?
I stab at the kobold on the ground.
Roll a d20.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Roll that damage. And you have a dead kobold. 3 dead kobolds, nobody injured.
Good job, guys.
I give Brigadier a high five.
Team.
I searched the first kobold in the eastern room to see if there was anything valuable on him.
There's nothing on the kobolds, but there are piles of furs and filthy cloth garments that are scattered around the room.
I take a scrap of fur.
Okie
Don't
dokie.
worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So no treasure.
Are we in the room?
Mm-hmm. So, are you guys searching the room then?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yes.
enter the eastern room.
All
Or I
right.
entered
This
the
is
eastern room.
definitely a kobold lair. It is important to note that based on the amount of garments lying around on the floor for bedding, there are definitely more than 3 kobolds who sleep in here.
Ooh, that's spooky.
I keep
Those
an eye on
3
the
were no
door.
match for us. The rest will not be either.
All right.
Keep an
Do
eye
I-
on that door. The door we came in through.
In the room, you find...
Are you going to reveal our room?
I am going to reveal your room and the secret door now that it's been opened. Boop. Okay, you do find a spell scroll with strange writing on it. If you hand it to the resident caster, he will be able to read it.
Cool. Wonder what that
I
does.
will put it in my scroll case for safekeeping.
He puts it in his
Okay.
scroll case for secret keeping.
Thank you, Randy
Oh, yeah.
Newman.
Kind of like that. Sh-
All right,
choose
and
it once,
who
choose
would
it twice, 3 times.
who would like to be in charge of keeping track of treasure that has been found?
Not me. I'm too
Me.
busy playing songs. My sweet
I
beat.
can be if you want. Do I need
Okay.
to just write stuff down somewhere?
Yep, you're just going to want to take notes.
Okay.
Isn't there like a note-taking thingy?
Yeah, you can
On
take notes in your sheets and everything.
Yeah, in your character sheet, there's
Yep.
like game notes.
There's a
at the
place
bottom.
for game
'Kay.
notes. All right,
Yeah,
so you find 1,735 copper pieces,
Yeah, what did I tell y'all? I mean, I know it's copper, but this is the first room.
1,085 silver pieces,
Oh man, even better.
and 1,195 electrum.
The fuck?
What's in
Electrum? What is that?
Electrum.
I could use a little OOC here.
An electrum is worth about half of a gold piece.
Nice.
Electrum is a silver and gold alloy, if I recall correctly.
Well, I learned something today.
I say we split this treasure evenly amongst us.
So it's about, well, that was the idea. That's why I invited everybody here.
Of course.
Now, you may want to just have one person carry that until you get back to town, because in Morgan's Fort, they do check your belongings on every return trip. And any currency that is brought in, there's a 10% tax on anything entering Morgan's Fort. Anything that has already been taxed will be approved with a stamp on the coin itself. So anything that you bring back that is new to this trip will get taxed when you return.
Yeah, fair enough.
I volunteer to keep this treasure safe until we get back to Morgan's Fort to distribute it evenly.
I couldn't carry it if I tried.
I think we
I'm
should
sorry, guys.
blockchain this here and have multiple lists so that we keep track. Not that I don't trust you 4 strangers that I just picked up in a bar, but yeah. What is it? The treasure?
Honestly,
Oh, am I reading off the treasure again? How about I put it into the...
Do you often pick up untrustworthy strangers in bars?
Where
He's the
else
best
do you
kind of stranger.
where else do you meet untrustworthy strangers?
I mean, I need to go on adventures somehow, and I mean,
she doesn't seem entirely untrustworthy.
Okay,
To be
there.
fair.
I put the coin amounts into the chat. Doc, did you add that scroll to your...
I have it in my game notes, yes.
Okay,
I
so
compiled
when you
the
picked
treasure.
it up and looked at it, you knew what it was, and you recognized it to be a scroll of knock.
knock?
Knock.
As
As in,
in
like,
knock on a
knocking?
door?
As in knock on a door.
And open it.
Yes. That is the use of knock, is that it'll open...
So it'll open locked doors.
It'll open locked doors, it'll open locked chests. But
Which
this
sounds useful.
the scroll is a single use.
Nice.
I mean, it might be a bit more useful if we didn't have, well, me here.
Sometimes you don't have time for the thief to open something.
Fair enough.
Or what's to say the thief is going to survive?
Or
Well,
what's
I'm
to say
trying
that?
my best here.
Simon's just like, none of you will.
Oh, I'm trying my
You
best.
guys seem to think I'm a lot more malicious of a dungeon master than I actually am.
No.
You told us you were.
You told us you were going to have a lot of deaths.
I told you that this module is well known for having a lot of deaths.
Okay.
I didn't write this. I am adapting it.
Okay.
Uh,
Fair
Shall
enough.
we
Was there anything
continue
else in the
along
room?
this
I mean,
hallway?
it's probably not like the Tomb of Horrors or anything.
No, it's not Tomb of Horrors level.
Thank God.
Or Temple of
Anyway.
Elemental Evil.
Anyway, that south hallway there, I take an eye down it. I look down it. I've got my lantern out.
Well, your lantern only extends your vision out to about here.
I'm not seeing much down this hall, guys.
Is that shorter or longer than 60 feet?
Those with dark vision can see up to here.
Ha!
It looks
How do you
like
feel
a
about that
long
lamp
hallway,
now?
guys. Just
Before
pretty
proceeding down the hallway,
hallway-ish.
I cast Magic Mouth on the wall and have it yell, "Alert, alert," if anything passes by.
On the wall behind you?
On the corner.
On the corner. So if anything
So
passes by you
southwest
that's not
corner.
you, it'll start shouting alert.
Yeah, so if there's
Not
any
all
more
of us, or
ambushes.
just not him?
All of you, any of the party members. Magic Mouth is like programmable, so you can get
Okay.
really specific with what it will react
Does
to.
and says, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
I
Tate.
hear a kitty.
You did hear a kitty. He's terrible. Please don't encourage him.
Tate's a good boy. You're the good kitty, Tate.
He's not.
Okay, and then I proceed south down the hallway for half of the distance that we can currently see and look farther south.
There's a corner.
Gasp.
Gasp. Well, I'm going to proceed about halfway down the hall, keeping an eye out for secret doors, mechanisms, anything I can keep an eye on, or should be keeping an eye out for.
All right, roll me a D100.
Oh man, I was hoping that was
39.
You find nothing. All right, you've reached the corner.
Okay. Before stepping out into the next hallway, I peer carefully around the corner.
There's another corner.
I proceed to the next corner and do the same.
All
I
right.
see where this
From
is
here, it turns north, and there's another wooden door, and the hallway turns off to the west.
I carefully look down the western hallway.
It goes back over into that room that you first entered from.
Huh.
Look at that.
I-
Okay, we've come full circle. But there is a door here.
From the door ahead, there comes a faint humming sound. Comes more of a buzzing when you get closer.
It must be
my God.
hummingbirds.
The
Oh,
door
my
is
God.
distorted by age and humidity and hangs partly open.
Can I sneak a peek and see how many sturges are in there?
Roll your move silently.
What's that?
It should be in your. You probably. I
Abilities.
don't know if you wrote it down in your character
Okay.
sheet or not. It'll be
If
in
you open up your
your
abilities
character
tab.
information.
It'll be in my character information.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
I
book
gotta
that I
check
gave
them.
you.
I'm not even.
Yeah, I
aware.
don't know that your abilities are in here. Oh no, you did put in.
Out of curiosity, what's the ability surprise?
Oh, you don't have a move silently.
I don't have a move silently.
I'll give you an untrained move silently. Roll under a 15.
Roll under a 15 on my D100.
Yes.
Good luck. You've
so
somehow
good at
managed-
this.
You were supposed to stop playing your instrument before you tried to sneak in.
Right. It's a nervous habit. I can't stop.
You slip and fall on
You-
your drum.
You. Your drums bang into the wall as you go to peer around the door. But instead of sturges, you see giant bees. You've heard of them, but they're much larger than you expected, and they're moving towards you menacingly.
My.
The room itself is lined with a huge latticework of hexagonal cells made of wax, giant honeycomb, and honey dripping from them.
That looks delicious.
But there are also really angry bees buzzing and starting to move towards the doorway.
They're
I'm-
starting to move towards the
They're
doorway?
moving towards the doorway. They're agitated and buzzing angrily.
I actually put my lamp up there and try to use some of the smoke from our torches to calm the bees.
That they're not very smoky.
They're not smoky, the
They're,
torches?
they're not very smoky.
Oh. Let me check my equipment here.
I'm going to give you guys a turn before the bees get their first turn. So everybody roll me a d6.
Jesus. I'm rolling like a champ tonight. Can I? Who was it that was holding up the torches?
Me.
That was Jean Keys.
I have the ability. What's that ability? Let me read my abilities.
I need to read mine too.
Yeah, just a sec.
How many bees are coming towards us?
Several.
You didn't get a good look through the door.
Lovely.
Quick question: what's the ability surprised?
What is the ability surprised?
Yeah.
Is that... Where are you seeing that?
It's under basic abilities.
For the thief?
Yeah.
Do.
Do you have a picture of the bees, baby?
Do
wanna
I
see
have a
giant-
picture of giant
Does
bees?
it just look
they're
like a bee?
they're just much larger bees.
They're
It's all
big
there.
bees.
Do you want to know how big the giant bees are?
So just bee drill. Right.
Yeah, bee
Yeah,
drill.
pretty much. Or comb bee.
They're about a foot long.
Yeah, comb bee.
Cute.
Comb bee is like a honeycomb with wings, though.
Yeah, that's not a bee.
I said they're about the same size
Oh, okay.
and rough shape. They're not hexagonal. They're triangular.
So, do I get a turn? Well,
Brigadir,
trying to figure
yeah, it's Brigadir gets to go. I'm not seeing anything under as surprise under thief abilities. Where are you seeing that?
Past tense. It says surprised.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah.
Or are you looking on your character sheets?
Yeah.
Okay, character sheets aren't completely accurate to the rules.
Oh.
So you don't actually have an ability called surprised.
Well, I actually have spotting secret doors as a basic ability. Finding secret doors.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I've been letting you roll for that because you do have that.
Yeah.
I slash at the nearest bee.
The bees
Okay,
haven't come
the
out.
door is still technically closed. It's
I
just
thought
kind of hanging open loosely.
Okay. I thought she had opened the door when she was looking in.
No, she was just kind
so
of
we have to open the door before we can do anything.
It's kind of cracked open, and it's got a lot of holes in it.
Does it swing towards us or away from us?
We could set the door on fire,
Yeah,
and
is
they'd
there
be
no
less
way to
likely to want to come in.
It swings towards you.
Is there no way to funnel smoke in there?
Well, the
I've
old
tried.
door would create smoke, and also they are less likely to go through fire.
But
Yes,
then
but then we would lose any treasure that's hidden in those honeycombs.
yeah.
We're surrounded by
the
stone
honey
walls,
itself
aren't we?
is treasure. Do you know how
Yeah,
much that
you're
stuff is
surrounded
worth?
by stone walls. It's just the wooden door.
It's just a wooden door. We're surrounded by stone walls. The door alone would burn.
I'd try to start the door on fire.
Excellent. You set the door on fire. It does create plenty of smoke. No
Everyone
bees.
I start feeding the fire.
No bees come through the door. So the door is burning. You can't hear any buzzing over the sound of the flames.
I try to nudge the door open with my foot, which is still shoot. Oddly enough.
I nudge the door open with the tip of my longsword.
It swings inward or outward?
It's
towards us. Outward.
swings towards you, outward.
Oh.
Okay, I try to open it by wedging my foot in between the door and the wall.
Why are you putting your foot against a burning door?
Because I can.
No
Okay.
wonder humans don't live very long.
All right.
And
The
then slight elves
I'm
goes
not
to
very good with my
1200.
I'm not very good with the sword.
the door swings. The fiery, burning door swings open. None of the bees are in the room, and light beams down from some holes in the ceiling up above.
Did we scare them off
They must have flown up through the hole and
when we
gone
set the
outside
door
to
on
get away
fire?
from the smoke, which is now engulfing us.
It's fine. We can go back the other way.
The smoke is funneling out of the room upwards like a chimney.
Yeah.
It's like a flue.
So the room
I
is
will-
it is lined with massive lattice of honeycomb and giant bee honey, but you don't see any treasure.
Well, I
Other
mean,
than covering myself in honey, I mean, I don't know how
I'd
interested I am
absolutely
in this
collect
room.
some of the honey in a bottle.
I lick
I've
the
got a
honey.
spare bottle.
Okay. Anyone who wants to collect a bottle of honey, go ahead and change your. No, not that. Reveal areas.
I
Go ahead and
I-
update your inventories with such.
I
Bottle.
accidentally backed up.
Well,
If
they're
you
all
have a
busy
glass
filling
bottle.
while they're busy filling their bottles, I take a handful of honey, smother it on my face, and apply the scrap of fur.
Delightful.
I look at him disgustedly.
I
I
taste
clap
some
my
of the
hands like a
honey.
supportive mother, like, yay!
Oh, your beard's gotten larger and furrier.
My beard has always been this way. It's my natural beard, after all.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know how many more times I'm going to want to pick up strangers in a bar.
Do we have any loose honeycomb on the walls?
It's pretty big honeycomb.
Well, yes, but
But we could all
how big
carry
is it? Is it like 1 foot by 1 foot or 8 foot
It
by
would
8 foot?
probably be
That's-
about
It's
a half a foot by a half a foot.
yeah,
So
it's
that's
pretty
about
pretty massive honeycomb. It's they're giant bees.
So
You
if the
Maybe
bees
we
are a
can collect
foot,
some wax from the
then it's
honeycomb.
probably a half to a 3/4.
okay, so you're getting wax from it?
Yeah, trying to get some wax off of it. So
Okay,
spare.
you have collected some giant beeswax.
Thank you.
You can make some lovely chapsticks, skincare products. Now,
Well, I mean,
maybe you can
I'm
go
getting
into
it more
business
to
for
make
yourself.
candles.
Or candles.
Or who knows, maybe I may need to make a wax mold of a key.
Can you do that?
Of course.
What was that one cartoon where they tried to make a wax key and then they tried to shove it into? It was Rugrats. They made it out of
It was
Play-Doh.
Rugrats, yeah. And it was Clay dough, quote unquote.
Play-Doh. Right.
I proceed down the hall back to the first room.
You find yourself in the first room.
Fantastic.
Well, now that we've come full circle, what do?
Maybe we should
size
explore.
up to something.
Well, we have two other I say we continue our journey north, explore the other two rooms that we left in that big dining room area.
I'd
First.
vote that we travel south to explore and make sure that we don't have any enemies waiting just beyond, our reach, so that they could wander around and come back and hit us.
Is Magic Mouth a caltrip?
No such thing in this.
Okie dokie.
That is his spell for the day. You guys would have
That's your spell.
to rest for a while for him to be able to cast.
I vote we rest. I can speed up that process.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for collecting some wood, starting a fire, kick back, relax.
We really don't even have to go that far, but I could really use some healing. Because I kind of hurt.
Yeah. Hey, isn't honey good for wounds? We could try to apply some honey on your wounds.
My insides hurt. I don't really have
your
any
insides
cuts.
hurt. I thought you were scraped or scratched.
Then
Not
put some
really.
honey on your insides.
Yes.
Yeah, that heals interior wounds. Might as well.
I also have a questionable bottle of sticky ichor. Perhaps that has healing properties.
I would not test that.
Let's test it.
Are you legitimately going to go drink the unknown
We-
fluid?
We have a cleric here as well. Perhaps
We
she
do.
can pray for healing.
She sure can. But we could also rest and you can get your spell back.
Since we're in the antechamber, I would like to look around here, see if there's anything that we've missed or lost. See if there's any dropped coins. or
I
anything.
rest while he's exploring.
You hear your magic mouth in the distance, shouting,
Alert.
Hell.
"Alert! Alert!"
Somebody's
go.
coming.
Do you hear that?
Somebody's
There's an alert.
Considering we just went around in a circle and we're the only ones that came out this way, then they must be up behind us.
I'd say there's something we
I-
missed.
I ready my weapon and I look down the hallway.
Which hallway?
I stand
So-
ready at the eastern hall.
I draw my short bow, but stay still.
The straight ahead
I start
one
playing
is
my
that
defense
we came
song.
from.
I head towards the northern door,
Mm-hmm.
peep around the edge of it, but I'm still slapped up against the diagonal walls.
Okay, so you've
One.
gone. Do.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if this is a mouse.
So you've
I went
gone.
there.
Oh, so you're down here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just keeping an eye northwards.
I'm there facing east with my shield at the ready.
Are there
Okay.
any shrubberies or weeds about?
We're
Probably
in
upstairs.
a fortress underground.
Probably
Yeah.
on the island.
Or are we underground or above ground? Which direction did the stairs go? It was inky blackness, right? So we must have gone down.
Well, weeds
You
are
went-
like
You went down. You're actually in the basement
basement.
of what used to be the fort. Holy
probably
crap,
why.
Kona. He's ready for bed.
Oh.
Should we explore?
I
It's-
think we should let our friend rest and keep an eye out. Because there's obviously something around here that is not
From
us.
the eastern hallway, you hear something dragging along the floor. You hear a clattering.
Called it.
Run.
Run
we don't
where?
need to run.
Out.
We stand and we fight.
You're
We have slain
hurt.
all our enemies so far.
I will be fine so long as I keep defending everybody.
Well, since there's obviously something in the east hall, I head over to the other wall and keep an eye out down that hallway now.
Which other one?
I'm already at the eastern hall.
Yeah. Since there was obviously something coming from the eastern hall, I moved towards the eastern hall as well.
Cool. What was that? How did you do that?
Hold shift and left click, hold left click.
Oh, the ping? Or yeah, just hold left click.
I held shift.
There I am.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So, those of you with dark vision
Right.
can.
I'm looking.
Holy crap, Kona, go lay down. See some animated skeletons come shambling around the corner.
Ooh, we got dead people.
I
How
don't
many
have that.
skeletons do we see?
I see.
Well, 3 have turned the corner and are coming down the hallway towards you with more behind them.
Can I use a turn undead?
I believe that you can. Let's look that up. Because it's been a while.
Crazy cat.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
shivering down your spine.
Send shivers down my spine. Shrieking
Okay,
skulls.
so go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Aura.
Seal your doom tonight.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh no.
What?
that is a 1.
I really hate programmed random number generators.
Whoops.
I feel like the gods that my character follows are just like, no, no.
Yeah,
Of
the
course not.
skeletons don't care about your attempt to turn them. They've reached the doorway. There are 5 in sight, with another one coming around the corner.
They need to be bashed. Don't stab, bash.
I don't exactly have bashing weapons.
Are we able to shield bash stuff?
You can use your shield as a weapon if pressed.
Can I use my
Okay.
10-foot pole
Do we need to
shove them back?
do we need to roll initiative now, or
I asked my question again. Do I see any like weeds or anything?
No.
Or shrubs?
Nope.
What a bitch.
Can I boomerang bash them with my shoe like Captain America?
Nope. I mean, you can throw your shield.
So,
Can I?
can I shield bash, or do we need to do an initiative roll first?
we got to do an initiative roll first. So, I want each of you to give me a d6.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we got some good initiative there.
Some
except-
good initiative rolls. Are you guys remaining in room number 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
we are.
moving.
Yeah, we've got a bottleneck right now with the skeletons coming through, so.
Are you still playing that defense song?
I've been playing it since I saw the skeletons coming.
Got it.
And she
Um,
also promptly moved to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
I think I'm going first. I'm fairly certain I am.
Yes,
Yes,
Jean,
you
you are definitely going first.
I have a 10-foot pole on me,
Mm-hmm.
which I would like to use to try to knock their feet out from beneath them.
Roll me a d20.
13.
All right, roll d6 for damage.
That's one too many slashes. 2.
All right, you sweep out the legs from the first one, and he trips and falls to the ground, but slowly gets back up and starts moving towards you.
Oh dear.
Did I miss somebody's roll? Oh no, it was Oust. Oust rolled a 2.
Yes, that was me.
Was really hoping that it would do more than just, temporarily inconvenience him. Was hoping I'd knock his shin bone off or something. Whoops.
Should
All
have run
right.
them all through.
Luffy, it's your turn.
With what internal organs would I be puncturing?
No, just keep them in the line. More confusing that way. I'm gonna sit here and continue playing my. Where are they? Can you ping it?
I don't know that I can ping. It didn't let me ping.
Just hold left click.
Hold left click. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so they are advancing down the hallway.
And I am standing right
And as
here, so.
DM, you can hold shift and left click to draw our attention to wherever you're pinging. If I recall correctly. Yes. Hello.
Oh, neat.
You just moved everybody's map down there. So.
Oh, hey, I should have really watched that tutorial.
I was gonna say, it would have been helpful if the DM had watched the tutorial.
I don't want to hear it.
What are these tiny squares?
That was me. I'm sorry. I'm messing everything up. No,
How are
too
you
many
doing
squares.
that?
I don't even know what that is.
She's just drawing squares. You can click and drag to select
There.
them and then
That's
delete
where
them.
I'm at right now. Oh no! Don't take away my. I'm there.
How are you even putting that there?
I
Yeah.
draw it.
There's a paintbrush there. You can draw stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you guys all had paintbrush access.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's useful, I guess, in
Okay.
case you want to point out exactly where you are.
So Luffy is still playing. Eliana, it's your turn. The
Since I have a
skeletons
10
are entering the room from here.
They're right in my face.
Okay. Hey.
Hey,
So
sweetie,
since I also have a 10-foot wooden
you're
pole.
playing your music. We get it.
Fine. I'm playing my music. It's a nervous habit at this
Okay.
point. I'm just like,
What are you doing, Eliana?
Since I have a 10-foot pole as well, I'm gonna try to do what John did and sweep them from right under out from their under
Okay,
from
go
out
ahead.
of their feet.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
mm,
Mm,
I think you've lost something.
Wow.
At
mm.
least you didn't trip yourself.
I feel like I accidentally hit somebody.
No, I'd only do that to you on a 1.
If it was a 1, you would have whacked me in the back of the head or something while I was trying to protect everybody else.
I will whack your beard off.
Well, that's impossible. The beard is attached to my face.
All right, Brigadir.
I shield bashed the skeleton that Jean had knocked over.
All right, roll me an attack.
D20.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
That is not enough. All right, and Oust, it is your turn.
There's one laying on the ground.
It's already stood back up. It's this first one here.
Okay. I'll just I'll put my bow away, grab my 10-foot pole, and like try to hit it in the chest.
There you go. Roll your d20.
Ugh.
And you
Wow.
miss.
We are doing horribly.
Lots of misses tonight. So the first skeleton enters the room, angry at Oust for attacking him. Holy crap, Kona. Could you not? And swings wildly and misses.
Is the name of this place the Crypt of Firewolf or something?
You'd think. All right. Jean, it is your turn again. One of the skeletons has entered the room. The others are moving up.
What?
One of the skeletons entered the room.
Oh dear. Okay, I try to hit it with my short sword.
Roll your d20. Man, you guys are bad at this.
it's a random number generator.
RNGesus hates us.
All right, Luffy, your turn. Still playing your defense music?
Yeah. Oh wait, but I am now also like, yeah.
Wow.
Backing up a bit.
You have an instrument you can use as a bludgeoning weapon, but you just back up the
Why don't you
stairs.
Get
If
your-
I stop playing, you lose your defense.
We're about to lose more than our defense. I'm about to lose my head.
Eliana, it's your turn.
Only if you Don't get hit. Only if you get hit. But I mean,
If I
more
get hit, I'm going to crumple like a wet paper bag.
you'll be fine.
I have
Yeah,
3 health.
the dwarf is not particularly beefy.
I'm not even a dwarf.
The human is not
Oust
particularly beefy.
Oust is the smelly dwarf.
Oust is a somewhat sickly dwarf, which is still tougher than a perfectly healthy human.
I smell just fine, thank you very much.
All right, Eliana, it's your turn.
All right, I want to jump over the human, John, and I'm going to try to whack the skeleton on the head with my maul.
Roll your d20.
Come on. Come
If this
on.
gets a 1, I'm going to cry.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh my. Oh wait.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
All right.
All right, so I want you to roll me 2d8.
Nice.
What?
Nope. Roll it again. Because you, well, still, you smash the skeleton so hard that it flies apart, its chest turning to dust as your mace blasts through it.
I'm just like, go back to wherever you came from.
Be gone, spooky boy.
Back to the shadow. You shall not pass.
I guarantee you, if they hit me, I will pass.
Yay.
That's okay. I'm in front of everybody else.
All right, Brigadir, it's your turn.
I swing at the next skeleton in line with my longsword.
All right, roll d20.
Damn it.
Man.
I'm apparently a very incompetent fighter.
Oust, your turn, man.
Oh, I grab my sword and try to hit the next one.
Roll it. What is your strength?
What?
Your
What's your
strength. Checking. Check it. +2. Okay, good. So 11 plus 2 is 13. So you just met his armor class. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's D8 for, it's a longsword that you have, right? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
longsword.
1 damage.
Oh.
Glanced off his elbow.
All
Hit
right.
him with a styrofoam Nerf bat.
The skeleton has entered the room and attacks. Let's see, we got Aura, Oust, and Orpheus are our frontliners. Oust, he's coming for you.
Oh, I can't help you. I don't think.
Oh no.
Well, considering that you're in a different room.
1
Oh,
damage.
you're lucky.
Very fortunate. So you take
Oh
1
no,
damage.
I have a 60-foot range. You're fine. You're still getting your stuff.
Yeah, it rolled so high that it didn't matter. So you take 1 damage. Do you know how to update the damage on your character sheet?
No.
Okay, so in
Go to
your journal under combat, your hit points are at the top left there. There you go. Perfect.
Just current.
Yep, just change your current. All
You
right,
said how many damage? Just 1?
just 1. That was on a D8. That could have gone very badly. We could have had our first death already. All right, Jean, it is your turn.
Alrighty, I see the skelly boy that is standing here. I attempt to swing at him again.
Roll it.
Alright.
16. Good. So roll a D6.
I thought it said 2d4.
Hmm?
I think
With The short sword?
Yeah. I think it says that on my.
No, the short sword is a D6.
Short sword should be a D6. If the sheet is saying something, then
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
says- no, it's 2d6.
Then
Well,
that's
2D6.
no, it wouldn't
And
be a
it's
2d6.
Short word. It
Short
says
word-
Short word.
Oh well,
and
that's a
2d6.
typo then. That is one of
Ah.
my typos.
Oh. Well, shoot. Let me correct it
Oh
to
no,
short
that's one
sword.
of your typos. You entered this in.
Did I?
You did.
I entered some of them. Most of them.
I think I might have done the top few. I think I got as far as the tinderbox and then told you to do the rest. So
Oh,
yeah,
well,
short sword is 1d6.
All right.
Okay.
Then my 2 daggers are 1d4?
They're 1d4 each.
Okay. I'm just checking here. So 1d6. Okay.
Yep.
4.
Okay. You're able to knock apart the next skeleton.
Awesome.
Does that mean he kills it?
Yes.
He's dead. He's not.
He's dead.
He's lying there in a puddle on the floor.
Bones. Pile of bones. Luffy, it is your turn.
Okie
What?
dokie.
So, was I after her before?
No, yeah.
Oh.
It goes Jean, Luffy, Eliana, Brigadir, and Oust.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
You're still playing. Okay, Eliana's
I
turn.
am still playing. There's
Yeah.
nothing else I can do. All I
But you
can do
backed
is
up further, I
you
see.
and hope that you guys survive.
I see you've backed up further up those stairs.
I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Are you trying to ditch us?
She's not leaving. She's just advancing to the rear.
She's the one
I'll
who's
turn
brought
her
us.
into a newt.
I am definitely still here, making sure you guys are buffed.
She's playing it safe. As soon as shit goes south, she's gonna be safe too.
I don't know what you're talking.
So what's Eliana doing?
You're not the third group
I
I've
don't
let
know.
down here.
What is Eliana doing?
Totally. Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna try. Is there any more skeletons advancing towards us?
Yes.
Like
So
that
these.
are
There are
annoying?
5 in the hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna back up.
Okay. Eliana's backing up. Brigadir, your turn.
I swing with
She
my
does, like, the
longsword
most
at the
damage.
next skeleton.
Roll your
Out of
d20.
everybody.
Man.
8.
Oof. Yeah, Eliana's been like the most competent fighter, but also the first to run.
Second to run. The bard's been on the stairs for 2 minutes now.
Bard is poking her head around the corner. I'm still here. I got your backs.
You can hear
I'm
me.
watching from a safe distance.
I may have got a natural 20, but I'm gonna back up.
All right, Oust, your turn.
I swing my sword again.
Roll it. It's a bad day.
Yeah, things would go a lot smoother
Yeah.
if you had
Is Firewolf here?
better dice rolls.
He's not.
Honestly,
Skeletons
if
enter the
Firewolf
room.
was here, we would probably be fine. This is going horribly.
And the skeleton misses. Jean, your turn again.
Alrighty, let's drop us another skeleton, hopefully. That is not going to drop a skeleton.
It's not going to
I
drop
am
a
going to
skeleton.
drop my sword, apparently.
You whiff badly. All right, Luffy.
Oh, right. I'm still playing, and I'm now like right here. Good, everything's fine. Don't mind me. I'm fine.
Eliana.
I'm gonna take my maul and try to get it across the cranium.
Roll it. Oh no.
Oh.
Please tell me you didn't
So,
clock me in the
who's
head.
in my vicinity?
So
I
I'm
don't know,
pretty
because-
sure you just dropped the mace on your foot.
Or hit me,
I
because I'm
think-
standing in the doorway next to the skeleton.
You keep giving him ideas.
No,
I
we're
think
gonna
I
let
can hear-
we're gonna let the dice pick. On a 1, you hit somebody else. On a 2, you just drop it and it goes. Well, you accidentally let go of it and it goes flying. Okay,
Okay.
excellent.
My head is safe.
You
so
swing your mace mightily, but it slips from your fingers and goes screaming down the hallway past the skeletons and clatters against the wall right here. There, this is your mace.
I
Whoops.
actively facepalm and said you should have got a leather strap for that thing.
This
Mew
is-
mew.
this is what?
Yeah, don't you know you put a wrist strap on so you don't hit your TV when you swing?
Yeah.
What's a TV?
Brigadir, your turn.
Probably something.
I
interesting.
swing my longsword at the skeleton in the room.
Roll it. What's your attack bonus? What's your
I don't know.
strength?
I have 11 strength.
Oh, no, that won't do it then.
Clunk.
Wow.
With it.
Yeah, they're 13 beat.
I
You whiff.
slaughter 2 kobolds.
Oust, your turn.
I swing again.
Go for it. Nice
18.
hit.
Wow,
Okay. Roll your d8.
Two.
You knock off one of his arms, but he keeps coming. And
Is
now
it the-
he's mad.
Weapon arm?
Is it the sword wielding arm?
No,
I figured
that's
they'd
the empty
specify
one.
if they have swords or if they're just swinging at
They're,
us with
they're
their...
just swinging at you. They just got their claws.
They got the bony miss.
Well, if he only has one hand, that means he has half the damage, right?
All right, this one's attacking
Right.
Brigadir. And thanks to the music, once again, misses.
Time to face the music, I suppose.
A second skeleton is now in the room. He goes after the clumsy cleric
Oh no.
and misses.
At least it's not just us with the bad rolls.
Yeah, everybody's rolling low tonight.
Curse of Firewolf
Telling
has
you.
gotten to y'all. Well, all
Telling
of
you,
us.
it's the tomb of fire.
All right, Jean, your turn.
Do you have a backup weapon, cleric?
I have a
She-
stick
She can shield bash.
and a shield bash.
I fob off one of my daggers onto her.
Thank
it-
you.
It's better than going against nothing, okay? So I'm going to actually remove that from my inventory real quick.
All right, I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
It's 1d4 damage.
Should I remove my mace from my inventory?
Yes.
Down the hall, yes. Where is? I'm still fumbling with my equipment. Give me a moment.
The bard's probably going to find a way to sneak around and pick up your mace and sell it.
I'm the thief here. I'm the one who should be stealing everything.
How about the
But even
bard's the
I
one
have
that's acting without
standards.
honor? Or climbing up the stairs while we're fighting for our lives.
I am sticking around and
She's
playing you
not
defense
left
music.
yet.
It's
You can
1d4,
still hear
right?
the music, can't you?
It's 1d4 on the dagger, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's better than a kick in the butt. But I take out my short sword and swing at the closest skelly.
Okay, roll me a d20.
17.
Excellent. Roll your damage. Oh
One.
no.
Clunk.
Well, that one's already taken 2 damage, so he's got to be near dead by now.
Luffy, still playing your song?
Yep.
Eliana,
And farther up the stairs, I see.
Yes.
it's your turn.
Okay. I wanted to try to stab at the skeleton with my little dagger.
Okay, you can use your turn undead more than once.
Oh, I can. Okay, sweet. So I'm just gonna take my my carved idol or whatever and just like hold it out to him, hold it out at the skeleton.
Are you holding it up to the, or are you trying to turn undead on the weakened skeleton or one of the other ones?
One of the other ones.
It's kind
because the
of
weekend
just
will probably
a.
go down.
Yep. Okay. So go ahead and roll it. And another failure, sadly.
They look at it, look at you, look back at it, shake their heads, and continue moving towards you.
No, they more of like flip me the bird.
Bregator.
One of them puts its middle finger up it.
I attack the skeleton farthest into the room with my longsword.
Okay.
Does anybody have a cleave? Might be useful.
What's your strength?
11.
It has a +2,
11?
doesn't it?
Awesome. Okay, no, that's a +1, but. Shark.
Roll for damage.
Sec. No, that's not a +1.
No?
You do not hit. Yep.
Oh. Oh, you said that's good. I thought that was.
I thought you had a higher strength.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, well, no, you still have your attack bonus of +1, so yeah, you do hit. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Wow.
God. What is up with these rolls?
Well, we've done 4 damage.
Surely
it must be falling apart.
Across 4 hits, we've done 4 damage.
Does that kill him?
No. All right, Oust, it's your turn. Please roll high.
Okay. Yeah, I strike at him with my.
Oh, God.
Those kobolds sure went down fast.
Yeah.
A third skeleton enters the room. All right. First one is attacking Jean, the one who's furthest into the room,
Oh no!
and misses.
Thank God.
The second one's attacking Eliana, and also
John clutches
misses.
at his chest. He's not.
The
made
third
of
one attacks Bregadur. Oh no.
Oh.
Been so long since anybody's hit anything, I forgot how much they do. D8.
No.
1 damage.
Okay, I'm good. I still have 7 health left.
All right, and Jean, it's your turn again. There are now 3 skeletons in the room and 2 left in the hallway.
I'm not liking my chances, so I'm actually going to back up towards this door where the bard is hiding.
Up the stairs to out.
Yeah, just gonna hang around right about here, and then I'm gonna swing at this skeleton over here.
The closest one.
Yeah, the closest one.
Okay, go ahead. God.
Well, it's hard to hit when you're standing on the other side of the room.
To be fair, yes.
Well, this skeleton's in the center, so. All right, Luffy, still playing your music?
You know, there's no dishonor in retreat.
Yes, there is.
There's
Yes, there
not
is.
really when it's going this poorly. I recommend everyone start making that consideration.
I will admit that he does have a point.
Eliana, it's your turn.
I can hear the faint sound of music drifting from around the corner.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
Eliana?
I'm just I'm just gonna go up the stairs with the bard and John.
What?
She's running up the stairs.
Oh,
I'm just gonna bolt.
The cleric takes off.
I look over my shoulder because I was looking at the skeletons and I see the cleric run past me. I'm like, wait, what?
Brigadir, it's your turn.
I move to the center of the room and attack the skeleton there with my longsword.
Roll it. Oh, God.
The way
Oust.
these rolls are going, I just.
Has my character seen a sword before today?
Keep in mind, you guys are all level 1. This is like your first time facing undead creatures. I mean, you've all been trained. Like, you're definitely better than just some guy off the street picking up a sword, but you've never been in a situation like this.
I've never used my sword. I am legitimately very,
Our
very.
cleric doesn't even know how to hold a hammer.
Yeah, I don't even know how to use a maul for some odd reason.
Oust, it's your turn.
Okay, I run halfway up the stairs and then shoot at one with my bow.
Okay, roll your damage, or roll your d20. The arrow flies harmlessly through his ribcage.
Okay.
All right. 4 skeletons have now entered the room. Let's see. Who is still in the room? Cleric is on the stairs.
I am between.
Bard is on the stairs. And then Oust is on the stairs.
I am right there.
All right.
I am,
So the first one is going to attack Jean.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No.
This is going to go badly for me.
Jean screams out in horror as the skeleton tackles him and begins to tear away his flesh. Everyone stares in horror as Jean dies in front of you.
I just let out like a loud no.
And the bard's like, do I hear something screaming down there?
You're not that far away from me. I know you're dying. Just wait.
So, when do I roll up a new character?
We will do that before the next session. We're going to be ending here shortly tonight. Next one attacks Dr. Orpheus. And misses.
Keep in mind, there is a bunch of loot down there on me.
Third one attacks Dr. Orpheus and
Who's
misses.
carrying the treasure?
The person who
Jean. Or no, was it Eliana who was carrying it?
No, everybody wanted to leave it behind and come back for it later.
I thought one of you was...
I was going to pick it up and everybody's like, no, we should just leave it here and get it later.
Oh,
No
okay.
one said that. Nobody said that.
Who put it
Yeah.
on their character sheet to gather it up? Was that Jean?
That was not me.
I have it on
No.
my character sheet.
What? You're the one that said we should leave it behind, Perry.
I
That
didn't
damn
say we
bard.
should leave it behind.
No one said
I
that.
said we should have a blockchain of a list.
The fourth skeleton swings and misses. So nobody knows where the treasure is what
I
I'm
don't
getting.
actually know where the treasure is. I know that I've kept track of it, but I don't actually physically have it.
I hold firm to the faith that the person who bolted up the stairs had it and just left. I blame Eliana.
I'm being smart and staying alive.
She just ran with the treasure.
Well, that would be an interesting plan, but it's not on her character sheet.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
still
my
in room
character sheet.
14.
Are you serious?
Well, either way, if it was on one of the dead ones, we'd have to come back for it anyway. After I find a stronger companion. I mean, what? I'm not pointless.
I fucking joined the skeleton army.
Spoopy doots. Spoopy doots. Oh, there we go. All right. Skeletons all up in this room. The other ones have all missed you, Doc. Jean, unfortunately, is deceased. Luffy.
Gone.
Barred out. Eliana.
Already
I
gone.
love. Bye, guys. I'm out the door.
Out. Brigadier.
You can run. You
I
do
try
have
to push my way past the skeletons to flee up the stairs.
You escape. Oust.
Yeah, I'm out.
Out. All right. So, those of you who survived.
Thanks.
There was a lot of bad rolls to make that happen.
At least the dead thief gave up a dagger to the cleric.
You're able
He's
to.
not unarmed for the
Remember
next
you,
session.
The 4 survivors trudge back to Morgan's fort, the guards checking them for any valuables that they've returned with. Sadly, nobody remembered to actually grab the treasure, so all that they returned with was 1 scroll. The guards ask where your other friend is.
Yeah, where is he, guys?
He's dead.
He's dead. It's all.
He's in several
it's all her
places.
fault.
I'm the one who offered the opportunity for treasure hunting, and you all took it.
Yeah, I think the bard is in league with the
understand-
skeletons.
He always dreamed
But
treasure
you
was the end.
need-
Treasure had him.
You understood the risk when you became adventurers.
I'm pretty sure this bard is just a skeleton wearing a disguise.
I am a
Lich.
skeleton wearing skin.
She's
You're
a
right.
son of a lich.
Then
She-
how do we help the bard go retrieve our friend's body?
She lured us into the den of skeletons.
I didn't lure you anywhere. I didn't know you were skeletons.
You gave us false promises of treasure.
I
And
did not
fed-
give you promises. Promises of treasure.
Then where
Treasure.
is
She
the
fed-
treasure?
She fed one of us to her skeleton buddies.
Wait, do you hear that voice? I hear in the distance.
I believe the last words that she said before Jean died was, "There's no honor, there's no loss of honor in running away."
I did kind
Going
of
to run
remind
away the next
everybody of that.
turn, but instead I got eaten.
All right, we're gonna.
As you saw all of the skeletons coming into the room, you probably should have pulled what I was doing. And started moving.
There was only 2 skeletons in the room at the time, and there was
There
also
were
4 people
6
at that time.
coming.
We had no way of knowing that it would take us 7 attacks to kill a single skeleton.
Yeah.
That is true, I guess.
If we go back down there, the next skeleton we see might be wearing John's face.
That's
I guarantee.
Well, the next skeleton we see will be Jean,
Oh shit! That's right.
With
We probably just
the
added to the
decaying face
skeleton
falling
army.
off. Well, we killed 2, so really, We reduced their numbers by
Net
1.
Positive, really?
Skeleton John's like, why did you leave me?
And
That's
he
gonna
doesn't
be
have
really
a dagger.
Sad when we
He only
encounter
has
him
his
and
short
then
sword.
Kill him again.
I
All
had
right,
2
guys.
daggers. I gave one of them to.
Okay.
So there is my corpse lying down there with all of my treasures.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we'll give you a nice burial.
The cleric's
I'm
hammer is still down
definitely
there.
Going to be learning some new songs.
All right.
Yes,
I
a
had
song of
plans
attack
for
would
the
be
Fire's
nice.
Flame.
So
I think a song of attack might help.
we're going to wrap this up for tonight. I do experience points very, very differently from what's in the rule book. I like
I have a
to
distinct
use.
feeling I will not be getting one.
Unfortunately, Jean is not going to be earning any tonight. Had he survived, he would have earned one. Everybody, please add 1 experience point to your character sheet. If this seems like a very paltry amount, it's because I don't require much to level up. Basically, you can spend your experience points to purchase your next level. If you are level 1, you can spend 2 experience points to reach level 2. If you are level 2, you can spend 3 of your experience points to reach level 3, and so on and so forth. You may also spend experience points to reroll one of your dice.
That would have been helpful.
You didn't have any
It
experience
really
points, but yes, that would have been helpful. So it's up to you to balance how much you want to hoard your experience points for gaining levels versus spending experience points to reroll dice.
A dice which allows you to not die.
Yep. If you survive the evening, you will gain an experience point, but I also give out bonus experience points for clever solutions or good role play or things like that. So this is where I'm going to end it tonight. Jean or Alan will work on rolling you up another character for next week. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Everybody say good night.
Good
night,
night.
guys.
Night.
Bye.
Good night.